You missed it again, but they called out Denny the Shadow. Did you catch how it was spelled?
No, I didn't catch how it was spelled. I was playing the Taylor mess on Discord right now because she's out getting me food.
Deny.
I think is Denny how they say it in Japanese then? That's just hilarious.
No, I think they're trying to say an English word, but they don't know how.
Probably. Ugh.
I think they're going to turn this one into an actual fight this time.
I feel like you might be right, because we have used Yoruichi before, I think. Yeah, no, we did during Ichigo's story stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, we could definitely fight her. It's also very funny to think we're already halfway through this recording.
Yeah, these go by real quick after the first one.
Yeah, apparently.
Three sessions in one day.
Yeah, productive. It's like her PNG really just feels like it's way darker than it actually is. And I can't tell if like that's actually what the case, or if like her incredibly darker skin and hair just giving that vibe off for me. But I guess also Byakuya is also really dark here too with the brightness, so maybe it's just the developers.
Yeah, we're not quite on HDR yet. His hair's coming out a shade of gray.
True, yeah. And we can enact the meme.
Demon cat. You know, it's funny, really. Since at least one person here knows that Yoruichi can transform, that means they should be out on the lookout anytime they ever see a cat in Soul Society, because that could be Yoruichi.
Yeah. Oh, that seems to have been more so a thing with like a prior generation of Soul Reapers. Like, there's definitely a lot of them that I imagine there's probably a lot of them that aren't familiar with what happened during Turn Back the Pendulum.
Well, the mischaracterized version of that story would have been in history books.
Yeah, true.
Because, for example, it's one of those things that comes along with hindsight. When Ishin makes his first debut as a Soul Reaper and takes out Grand Fisher, he says Ichigo is in danger because Ichigo is having his first meeting with Shinji. And as far as Ishin knows, because he was only the captain 20, 30 years ago, he only knows about the history of the Soul Society that's written down, not the actual history. So as far as he knows, the Visors are actually criminals.
True, yeah.
So he tells Ichigo to be wary of them. And that's, again, one of those neat details. It's like, you're expecting him to just know who they are. No, he's not from the same era as them.
Especially since during the whole flashback, we didn't actually see the fact that Ishin was a captain, so it's very logical to deduce that he probably became a captain afterwards.
Yep.
Although, seeing that again, it's just really weird seeing that Toshiro was underneath Ishin back in the day. That's just really weird to think about.
It's also really funny and really convenient that that time at the beginning of the Arrancar arc where everyone is piled up in Ichigo's bedroom getting a lecture on what exactly an Arrancar is, that Ishin doesn't happen to walk in at the exact moment where Rangiko and Toshiro are sitting in his window.
Yeah. What fucking timing. Oh, man. If that was planned out that far in advance, then... If that wasn't planned out that far in advance, then boy, did Kubo get lucky with that.
Ishin being a captain was absolutely planned from the very beginning, because that sort of thing is implied as early as Memories in the Rain, which is the first arc with Grand Fisher.
Damn, really? That far back?
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff that's said that goes on to imply certain things. And, you know, there's also the part where in Soul Society everyone says that Ichigo looks like Kaien. That doesn't come out of nowhere.
That That is true. I mean, I guess it's also implied that the Grand Fisher would have had to go after Masaki for a reason as well. This is intimidating.
Yeah, this does not look like a very friendly scene.
Although, see, the transparent bars for Orihime in a jail cell. The transparent bars just really make this funny to look at.
Yeah.
I heard that one.
That's...
Oh yeah, that's right. And then Kenpachi was actually helping out Ichigo because he wanted to actually fight him one more time.
Yeah. Boy, wouldn't this have been a turn of events.
It's very funny to think about this kid who just became a Soul Reaper, like, or got his Soul Reaper powers barely like a week prior, managed to actually take down Kenpachi.
They said that they were together in the World of the Living for 2 months before she was kidnapped.
I said got his Soul Reaper powers barely a week back, or got them back like a week prior. That's what I should say.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bit more clear still. That's a very eventful 2 months.
Yeah.
They made a live-action movie of that 2-month period.
And for what it's worth, it was pretty good. For what it is.
It's been 3 years. Do you think that's ever going to get a sequel, or do you think it's dead and buried?
Nah, I think it's dead and buried. Especially good fucking luck trying to cast all of the Soul Society. Holy shit.
And especially after the weird shit they did with Renji.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched that movie dubbed yet. Even though it came out like a month later.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure if I want to. There are actually a handful of recasts in the live action. Which... Okay, so when the dub comes for when the anime comes back, do you think that movie will be used as an example for what to cast by, or do you think they'll stick to the existing anime cast? Do you think there are any chances that if they have a new director on, they'll just reference the most recent material, being the live-action movie with the changed cast?
I think it might be a little bit of both. I think there is definitely going to be some recast. Like, considering Tia does reappear, I don't imagine they're going to get Laura Bailey to do anything for Bleach. I'm going to be honest about that one.
Probably not.
Michelle Ruff doesn't really do a lot of stuff anymore, at least as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, she does.
I don't know. I haven't seen her in any roles in a long fucking time, so I wasn't sure about that. Johnny's a given. Derek's a given. Byakuya's voice actor, I think, could be hit or miss. I think that dude's transition more to being just a director.
No.
Obviously, Vic's gonna be different. That's for damn sure.
So the funny thing is, they already have an example of a time where Vic wasn't available for Ikaku, so they went with another actor in the form of Michael Center Nicholas. So they could do that again. None of the other characters, one maybe of the other characters he plays appears in the Blood War, but I think they could probably work around that.
Probably. Yeah, possibly. There's also just the huge amount of new talent we've gotten in the last 10 years also that I'm very much looking forward to if they do show up. You know, see both Erika's, Kaiji, and a handful of others.
So about that. In the live-action movie, Kaiji played Chad.
Oh yeah, right. In terms of other stuff, damn. I'm pretty sure at least one person has died since Bleach stopped airing as well. I don't know. I'll definitely have to go through the whole cast list and see who pops up. Well, if nothing else, I'm so fucking glad Richard Epcar does still do anime, because holy shit, he's gonna be pulling some double duty with Walk as well as the occasional appearance of Zangetsu himself. That's gonna be great.
Do you think they would have him play both?
Yes. I 100% believe so. And frankly, I look forward to that. I imagine he would very much enjoy it too.
Actually, for that matter,
anyways, while we're talking about dubs, it looks like we're actually moving on to the final battle. I'm curious how this is gonna play out. Are we actually gonna have Byakuya have Rukia killed off, or are we gonna have, or is he gonna turn a blind eye? Because this does stop here.
okay, in Brave Souls, Zangetsu and Walker are actually both played by the same actor. Okay, then yeah, they would do it.
I imagine they would do it anyway. My main impetus for believing that is because of Kingdom Hearts. Richard does Terranor, as well as I'm pretty sure at least one other person, one other version of Xehanort, so I could believe it.
Ansem.
Yeah, Ansem and Terranor, so yeah, I'm pretty sure they would go for that. Also because, how could you say no to more Richard Epcar, really? I mean, the dude's just like $1 million bucks, hell yeah.
I'm not saying no to him.
Oh no, definitely not.
I was just wondering how the casting would work for something like that, if they would keep it the same or not.
In this case, I think the easy answer is the best answer. Also because thematic and all.
Yeah.
Similarly, oh boy, am I looking forward to Johnny doing White Ichigo when he shows up for like a moment, but it turns out that actually is his Zanpakuto. I also...
Oh yeah, that's right. Youngest Zangetsu / Walk / Tensa is Keith Silverstein.
Oh yeah, it is Keith. I don't know why I was thinking it was Tony Oliver earlier, because that doesn't make sense. Huh.
Tony Oliver is Ulquiorra.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he showed up too early. Yeah, Keith still does stuff. I mean, look at Char and everything, so yeah, he would definitely return for that role.
He was playing like quadruple duty at the time, so it's funny to think about him being
yeah.
Tensa Zangetsu as well.
God, it's funny going back to certain shows and hearing Keith in like 12 fucking things. IBO really comes to mind with that one. Burial Chamber. Wow, that's a fucking depressing title name.
Which is funny because that doesn't seem to mean what most people would think it would mean in this case.
Probably.
So this plays out largely the same as an Ichigo story. Byakuya still walks away, but now you get to hear some of his monologue as well.
I would certainly like to appreciate on our end, but I'm going to assume it's probably roughly at what we believe it to be.
You get a little bit of extra material out of it.
Although if we do actually show his dead wife, that would be impressive. I don't imagine this game has the budget for that, though.
No.
I mean, fuck me, we never even see her eat the soul. Now I think about it. Excuse me. No, I think about it.
Trust me, this game crafts its assets deliberately, and if it makes an asset, it tries to make the most out of it, as you'll see later on.
I imagine.
Because they just don't let these things run for nothing. They try to... It was a very low budgeted area. You got to make the most of what you have.
Yeah, I mean, definitely use what you got, but... Yeah, I would have liked them to squeeze a little bit more effort into some of these scenes. Not a lot, just some.
Crafting the most out of a minuscule budget just brings me back to the dub of Soul Resurrection, where they had actors that were playing characters that were playable in the game fill in the role of other actors because characters would appear in dialogue but weren't playable.
Yeah.
And that was awkward for some of them. Just walks away.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to hear Neutra in English dubs in actual anime because I'm so used to just hearing his dub version in Soul Res.
Yes, which is a different actor.
Yep. Wait, are we doing a Broly ending? What the hell?
A what?
Are we having everyone what is happening here? Is everyone here Chiara and Ichigo and he's gonna win?
Not quite. The fight's already over.
Yeah.
We're not doing that Renji thing where we go into another round.
Almost unfortunate, but alright.
Byakuya is just leaving.
Yeah, I'm
it's
just
like we hear his thoughts on the matter.
literally just turning a blind eye to this. Be like, it's legally, I was never here. It's fine.
Yeah, basically.
Aw.
She's your problem now, asshole.
She's yours now. It's fine. I'll deal with the paperwork later. I'll just pretend I didn't see this. Okay, Ichigo, if anyone asks, you were already gone by the time I got here, so don't worry about it. Well, it didn't give us much else that we didn't already get, but hey, kind of a neat ending. This is why I would choose to believe what actually happened if Ichigo didn't manage to reach Bankai.
It's basically just the opposite end of Ichigo's story, almost to a T, albeit much shorter.
Yeah, God, those legs. Those limbs in general.
What if Byakuya took an active role in the story?
Yeah.
Hell of a thought.
It just wasn't just like sitting on a chair for the grand majority of it.
Well, he's not Aizen.
Yeah. I mean, Aizen, I believe, was just hiding underground the entire time.
God, I can't wait for the return of chair memes when the war comes around.
God, I can't wait for Kyle to just enjoy the fact that he's Aizen once again, because he's wanted to voice Aizen again for fucking ages now.
Yeah. Easily one of his most prominent roles.
Oh, absolutely. It's just gonna be so wholesome seeing him post Aizen stuff on Twitter. I look forward to it. I genuinely do.
Is he gonna go back to doing that Aizen's taco stand thing that he actually did circa like 2009?
I have no idea.
You know what I'm talking about though, right?
I've heard it before, but I haven't had context in forever.
Yeah, that was a thing he would do where he would make YouTube videos and running con jokes about Aizen's taco stand in Mexico. It's cute. I'm not sure if it holds up in this day and age.
Yeah, I'll have to go check it out at some point, because I don't think I'm immediately... I know the name, but I don't think I'm privy to what this content actually is. But considering 2009, and anime memes back then, I expect it grown the entire way through. I love... That said, though, no, I do love Kyle the bit. He's like one of my favorite human beings.
Oh no, he's a great guy. I've met him twice. The guy's a legend.
Oh, yeah. I met him one time, I think at Taio or something, or... Yeah, I think it might have been TaioCon, actually.
No, it would have been Sabo. The one year he was at TaioCon was many years before you started going to conventions.
Oh, okay, then.
It would have been Sabo, like, 2018 or something. Which reminds me, Taio is right around the corner, and they actually have a decent guest list pack this time.
I'm glad they got it sorted out, as opposed to Sabo, which did it literally at the last fucking minute.
Oh no, Taio is too. They only started making their guest announcements literally like this past month. But they announced 4 of them in a month, and they got some good... They got Paul St. Peter, so that's already a great start.
Yeah, actually, that sounds pretty fucking fun. The dude's a legend in voice acting as well, so I imagine he would have some things to go over.
Indeed.
Zemnis. Yeah, still got 20 seconds of dead to fill out.
Now that we've wrapped up all of the core stories, now we go into the extra/finale.
It's time for the age-old tradition of spending a half hour in the gallery mode. And at this point,
there's a lot more.
I won't have it any other way.
There's more than just the gallery. You'll see and be amazed.
Oh boy.